What is sanctification? That's a big word. Can you spell it? Sanctification. It's one of those big $10 words. It's the process of becoming holy in the way that you think, in the way that you live. It is progressively becoming more like Jesus Christ. That's what holiness is, right? It's becoming like him. It is Christ-likeness, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. Sanctification is reflecting the love of God and living God's law. It is allowing the Spirit of the living God to shine through us in the way that we live, in the way that we speak, in the way that we pray, in the way that we act. Plus, becoming holy doesn't happen by accident. It's God working in us, and it is God working with us. We are active in our sanctification. We purposely walk not according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. So, I guess in my terminology, at least for this sermon, these things are all the same. Sanctification, holiness, and Christ-likeness. That's the goal. That's the target. That's what we're going for. And this sanctification, this becoming more and more like Jesus, always and without fail follows salvation, or it follows justification. The same Spirit that saves you sanctifies you. And if you have received the Spirit of God, you have received the Spirit of God not only to be a Christian, but to walk like a Christian. And that's what Paul is saying here. Sanctification is the work of God's Spirit in us, and it is the work of God's Spirit with us, but he will not do this work without us. We are active. It takes some spiritual elbow grease to get holy. It takes some trials and temptations that you can overcome and that you can work through to become holy. Jesus himself learned perfection by what he suffered. And so we are on the same path. Sanctification impacts, I said before, our minds, and then it changes our heart and it changes our will. We become more like him. Sanctification calls us to kill the flesh, to kill the old man, to overcome sin and temptation, to starve the old man, to resist temptation. And sanctification is essential to the Christian walk because it is the Christian walk. It is the Christian walk. And sanctification is the long, difficult, lifelong labor.